Hello, I'm Johnny and welcome back to my kitchen. So today I will be doing the Scrawlrchallenge, which was Quest. And I tell you what, all the ideas I was just overwhelmed with ideas. I haven't even swatched yet, but I will be doing that soon. So I will just show you my ideas so far. Peculiar. So these are just brief sketches. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. This one, it's supposed to be like a Victorian woman. She's wearing I don't know why I put that on her head. Do you know, one of those bee hat things to protect you from bees? And I just put the quest for a dirty martini. The reason why that popped in my head is I was cleaning my cupboard out and there was a bottle of martini with a little dreg in it. I poured it down the drain because I don't drink martini and Andrew doesn't. I don't even know where it come from. So that was one of them. Then this other one, strange. I was just sitting doodling stuff and I happened to look at Ziggy, who was sat on the countertop of the kitchen. And on the side of the door there was this, I seen it and it looked like a face. Anyway, this is what it looked like. I drew it and it reminds me of, you know, like a French general or something. I just imagined him standing there with his hands out like this, holding a walking stick. And his cloak with a button missing, so it was going to be the quest for the button, the really nice button. And next to him there's one of those, it's like half a barrel with a fish in it, with a button in his mouth. Strange ideas. And then this one, just doodle this. I was going to do an old, withered old man at first, and then it just turned into a goblin holding a sword. So that was going to be the quest for a better sword. And then this one was going to be an evil man. He looked a bit jolly and everything, so I thought I'd have to add stuff like this to make him resemble like an evil person. Horns or something sticking out of his head, with a knife and a fork. And his quest is for a ham sandwich, and there's a little piglet in a panini. So I don't know which one I'm gonna go for. And these are the sketches that I was doing last night while I was watching The Vampire Diaries for the 100th time. I just like to put, when I'm sketching, I just like to put something on that I've already seen, so you don't have to concentrate watching it. So you basically know what's happening, don't you, if you've seen it that many times. So I was just doodling. I usually doodle like monsters and stuff. So I was just, this shape here, not with that bit on, I was just doodling that over and over again, this shape. I don't know why. That's just for when I was doing my robot. That was just an idea that I had in my head when I was building my robot. Yeah, there's that shape. I keep drawing that, a shape. Strange. But it's an interesting shape, isn't it? And there again, when I was doing the robot, I came up with this idea, like a little plasticky thing. Well, I don't know why I'm telling you that, because we're talking about the Scrawlrchallenge, aren't we? Yeah, and just shapes again. This pad, I can't even remember what it's called, but it's got like hexagons in it, blank sheets of paper. It's got some graph paper in it, triangles. Gosh, I just thought it was really interesting. I mean, not that I'm going to use it for and some dots as well, patterns or anything. I'm just going to draw straight over the top, but it's interesting when you're drawing creatures like this for the body texture. I don't know how that'll work out. Is that, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what that's for. Oh yeah, that's for when I was doing the inspired by you. I don't know why I've got a telephone around my leg, right? Yeah, so, oh look, that messy pencils came off on here. I'll have to rub that off. Oh, and it's got like a serrated edge on it. I wonder where I got this from, doesn't it tell you? Oh, and it's got a little pocket in the back. Hey, look, we were supposed to be talking about the Scrawlrchallenge, not about me book and me other projects. Well, that's just me getting distracted. Yes, so I'll do the swatching now. Well, I've had so much fun mixing all these colours. I could have went on all day. I'm going to stop now because I really could just carry on all day because that's my favourite thing to do, is mixing watercolours to see what colours I can create from those 8 we got. I liked using the paint, but they seem to get very sticky. I had to spritz them very often, and they just felt really, really sticky. I do prefer the Viviva sheets to these paints, but they are very nice paints, so I will continue to use them. So now what I'm going to do is my sketch for the challenge. So I've decided which one I'm doing. The quest for a new sword. This poor aged goblin has been searching for many, many years looking for a good sword. Because that one is just all broken to bits, rusted, and he needs a new one. So I've already mixed some colours up because I've been painting. Another thing that I had an idea for, so just get into it. I think I'll do wet on dry, because I do enjoy wet on wet, but it's doesn't never goes right. And I think I've got the wrong size paintbrushes, but just give it a little bit of a spritzer. I find these colours dry really quick in the palette, and they're all sticky, but I quite like that they're sticky. I'll take my glasses off, and I think I'm in frame, you can see. I managed to get like a grey colour with the blue and the cream, and I just like watered it right down. Oh look, there's a hair stuck on it. Never mind, a bit of texture. And I want like a mottledy texture for his skin, mottledy green. So I'll see if I've got the right green. Out of the lines already, but who cares? When I first started with watercolours, I was always very slow and very careful with staining the lines, but that takes the fun away if you go really slow, I think. And poor little Goblin is really hungry, so his stomach is all swollen. He's probably been surviving on moss and maybe some frogs, because I assume he's in a cave searching. Well, too heavy-handed. I mean, I'm not creating a masterpiece, am I? So there's just no need to be all slow and careful. Just having a bit of fun, whacking the paint on the paper and seeing what happens. Now, I did create a colour for bread that I was doing previously, so I'm thinking if I darken it a bit, it'll be alright for that. Is it a rock, stone, or is it just a mound of mud? Don't know yet. Right, I'll have to see if I can darken this now. I'm mixing a bit of colour in. Should have my water over this way. It's gone like a minty green, that. Oh, what could I mix with it? Bit of this. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. That Goblin green, I want to darken it a bit, so I've added a bit of that. I don't know what they call that green, but I've added it. Maybe as if I put some on the heel to see how it goes. My camera went off. My phone. I haven't got much further. I'm no good at shading or anything, so Just whacking the colour on. I think, do I need to go lighter? Gonna add a bit of dark under his boobies. And a belly button. And I've darkened that up even more. Right, for his face, I think I'll add a bit of this colour, the fleshy colour that I made, while it's still wet. And maybe it's a bit of... I think that green's gone a bit too dark. I'll have to water that down. Well, it's all going a bit of a disaster. But, I mean, he's a goblin. I don't suppose he's one static green colour. This shading that I done under the, where his neck would be, that's gone a bit skew with. So I'm trying to lighten it up a bit. And around his face. Ugh. I don't know if I'm achieving that mottled effect that I wanted. Well, he looks something. Let's paint his pants. So this will be titled How Not to Watercolour Paint. Right, what colour should I do his pants? Blue. I mean, it's a bit of a grand colour for a goblin, but maybe he was wealthy when he started out this quest. And he's been walking around for such a long time. And his clothes have turned to rags. Well, the clothes that he's got left. Right, what about that rock colour? But is it going to be a rock or is it going to be a stone? I'll try with this colour here. Does that look like a rock colour? Maybe as if I add a bit of... Oh, that's pink. Oh, look. If I add a bit of purple into the mix, how would that look? Oh, it's nice for shading and a bit of texture. I love this paintbrush, but it's like all dropping to bits now. Right, I'm not going to go any further. I am just going to do the line work now, see if I can tidy it up. Because it's all gone a bit skew with. Well, I've finished it now. The colours went a bit skew. Well, it wasn't the colours, it was me. But I did enjoy it, and this looked a whole lot better in my head than it does on the paper. But I did do another one. So this one is the quest for a better sword. And then I done this one. Can I get it in? Do I need to go higher? Is that all in frame? Wow. This is the quest for a ham sandwich or a ham panini, or is there a, well, it's a breadstick, isn't it? A ham sarnie, wherever. So there's the poor pig, and he's thinking it. What do you call it? A thought bubble, speech bubble, a thought bubble, because he's not talking. Yeah. So he's really wanting a ham sandwich, and there's nothing more to say about that. Yes, so that's that. Did enjoy it. Didn't go as planned, but not much that I do ever does go as planned, but it's just fun. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Johnny signing out. See you, bye.